Like, can not see me at all? Don't make fun of my armpits. But, damn. Hopefully y'all can see me okay. No, the fuck you can't. Y'all cannot see me. For those who are wondering, I am in the bathroom, if you can tell. And I do have my headphones in, so if you're watching this after, let me know how the sound quality is. And those who are joining, welcome. Um, so this video is about the request of finding you, or the request becoming or being Odin. Some of us got this request during probably like maybe 2012. Some of y'all a little bit earlier than that. And some of y'all are still on the quest, right? Y'all haven't really truly discovered um, what Odin wants you to discover behind this particular door that I'm currently showing you or about to tell you. And as I notice like certain tasks that these gods and goddesses do to make you go through a certain ritual or to learn something out of it, is the fact that they don't understand the lessons themselves or understand the people that they choose or chosen to have certain requests. And then each time the each time you go through the request or go through a level within the request, you start to level up spiritually, and then also level up like physically and subconsciously and mentally, you know, type of thing. And then once you get comfortable into knowing what you know, then the requests don't really become a request. You are on a discovery trying to find you, or you already found you and you found your power. So some of us been chosen to be on the older request. There's also a low-key request that's been done during the Pluto season, like during this time with Pluto entering Aquarius. A lot of us had requests from Loki, or doing silly little tasks from Loki. Same thing with Odin, but Odin was much more important because he associated with the year of the dragon, if I'm not mistaken. But don't quote me on that. Sorry, y'all. My voice tends to go. I guess it's tuning in to the frequency. It's like weird. It's been doing this like all week since I've been here, since I got here. So I was able to like just live in my future within a week. It was like a test trial era. I started going to places where I was astral projecting. So if y'all want to see some videos like that of me uh, astral projecting to the places that I see within my mind, whether I've been there or not, um, I can like make a list, in my head, like, or make a list in real life and be like, okay, how did I see this place before? Because right now, a lot of us are having very vivid lucid dreams during this time, and I feel like it might be dealing with something with the moon right now. I don't know, because I've been getting like a bunch of downloads and visions, and this particular vision I got came back to me. I mean, I had this vision before, But this time, this vision that Odin like showed me is constantly changing like a movie. And like back then when I was like discovering my gifts, discovering self, I couldn't understand what it was, what I was seeing, you know. Um, like a lot of times when I get these visions, I don't know whether or not it's a fantasy or a real event or a current dream or occurrence. Sometimes I can see the situation with the in the symbolic of it, but then I don't get what they're trying to teach me sometimes. Because I be like, can I just put this in a simple format? Because by the end of it, I already know before they even can tell me. And I was like, okay, I see why they wanted to work with me. So, this particular door had a symbol. It's kind of like the symbol on the thumbnail if you go back to it. It's kind of weird how I randomly found that. Because I was trying to. Olden told me to make a door. Whether it was Olden maybe or Loki, maybe both. Because Loki kind of has a influence on this particular door that they want me to access to. Like he has the technology part from it from his timeline, and then Olden has like I guess like the power or the manifestation of like this door. I don't know, but and this door had a symbol on it, and this just came to me like a couple of minutes ago before I even pressed the live button, because I kept like thinking about it over and over, kept seeing it in my head. And then I realized something. I used to draw geomantras a lot. Not geomantras, but uh, whatever, like geos, the symbol things, you know. I used to draw them a lot. I'm not good with these terminology, so I'm gonna try my best. So, and then hold on. I just got something. And then I realized I started to pick pieces apart of what these what this particular symbol could mean. Alright, hopefully you can see it. So this is the symbol that's on the door. Hopefully you can see it. You have as above and so below. Here is a portal, and then in the middle is a representation of the portal, aka egg, or like cosmic realm. Here, this symbol, this circle is, I want to say, the sun, and then in the middle is the moon. And then, this is the arch or the arc, and then this is also the symbol of, of the Virgo, I think, with the arc over it. Because I kept, like, every time the word Virgo kept coming to my head, too. I don't know what that had to do, like, with this. And then I realized I could put a line through this. It's like now it splits up itself into two dualities. Like this is making me think of like the number 11, the split like reality, split like portal, like I don't know. But there's no entering one side or the other. So I guess this is where we come in trying to figure out how to go access the other side and still keep it attached and whole without breaking other timelines or orders within this timeline or this time frame. So I feel like I don't know why he even bothered to tell me to get a door because when every time I kept visiting this door, the the surroundings within that door will change and then I will also change. So basically, this is the part where I could teach you how to access one's avatar. This is a way to enter another a subconscious is through walking through that door, because a lot of times a lot of us will visualize a door or visualize a portal, and that is a way for you can kind of like travel, an esoteric type situation, because like we travel by the stars and the planet, or I do. I don't know about y'all, but that's the way I can kind of navigate is through the stars and through the planets. I had to look at the zodiacs too, not only just the zodiacs, the things that are outside of the zodiac, because I peaked something every time I would look up at the stars and I try to travel that way. I end up um, I end up getting lost every time I hit a particular zodiac in a year, and I can never quite like past this level of this part of my consciousness. And then I don't know, something maybe like 2 years ago clicked within me to pass these levels of accessing these consciousness. But you can possess or have multiple bodies of you, because when we are gone from this world, we are expanding, you know and I guess this is these visions that I've been getting. It's like it's a way to remind myself that I'm able to travel within, not only in my mind but also the minds that I created to have like a reflection of me in a way. And in order to access your own avatar, you you have to visualize what that avatar could possibly look like. You have to try to live in that body of that avatar that you choose for a whole week. Maybe some of y'all are already living in it or living in them. Like you keep constantly astral projecting to whatever it is that they're doing, or you might be in the middle of their conversation, like tapping in, and what that feels when you do, it's like a eerie small space that's lingering around you, like a cloud above your head type of situation, and it's storming on you, but you don't feel the rain. You don't really feel the six senses from that realm. It's just it helps you to keep connected to that subconscious if you think of something above your head, something above you and something below you, whether that is an anchor or arch or both, because the anchor will tell you to stick it to the ground, stick to your belief of what you believe in, and then the arch will helps you create the world within your world and also protect the spirits within your world and the spirits within you. So as I realized that I was able to access other avatars that I created, I'm wondering, did I create some of these avatars like out of trauma? We was younger, we had like imaginary friends, and we literally started to manifest those imaginary friends into real bodies of people around us. And we wonder, why like certain things are happening to us, like these weird things. Because I experienced paranormal like all my life. I just experienced one like a couple. I've been experiencing it for a whole week. Every time I move to a location, it's either something that is following me, keeps astral projecting towards me, keep like watching me. And I think I know who it is because I'm starting to realize it is Odin. He's like very tall as well. I don't know why. They're so dark when they come here. I just don't get it. And Odin wears a hat. He wears like a big ass long hat. Like he kind of looks like the hermit off of the tarot card. And he dressed just like that, but a little bit different. Like the cloth is different. And sometimes I often see him in his hoodie. I hope so. I know. I hope so. But yeah. Um, yeah. I just every time I kept seeing like something in the corner of my eye, the spirit is like black and dark, but it doesn't feel evil, nor does it like give me bad dreams or like bad vision. I do be concerned about the spirit though when it comes to me because I'm like, I don't know if it's my frequency that it's picking up on because I have been using my siren energy. If y'all know what that means, I forgot I had a siren energy because I store all this information away when I go through like a, a traumatic event in my life, and I can't really try to focus on these gifts, and I try to focus more on the real world so I can help solve my issues in the real world. But sometimes I can. Sometimes I always can't. Like sometimes I just like give up and then I go into that other world and I use that as an escape thing. But then I learned that this particular thing that I have is a spiritual gift or a gift and it's real and a lot of people have it. I'm not the only one. And I'm pretty sure some of y'all have the same gift too. It's just we have different parts. Some of us are able to access different parts within the gift, or some of us are able to access all of it. And I'm kind of one of those people who's able to access like I want to say 70% of it, not 90. It's not even in the 80s yet. It's only 70 because I'm 70% aware, and I'm also like 50% tapped in. So I'm not until I learn to let go of certain things within me because I'm still doing shadow work. Until I learn to work with my ancestors correctly, because I'm not only them testing me, I test them too to see if they really truly are my ancestors or there are like or there are like other things besides my ancestors. And even if they are other things, I tend to test them too because I don't let anything just come up in my space and influence me. Just like how when these gods and goddesses become to me, little did they know I was or I'm one myself. But I'm not saying I'm above God. I'm not saying I'm above something. I'm just a creation or a creator of my own world. So therefore, you can call yourself that if you're creating something that's coming within you, because that's considered energy. And I try to tell people this too. Like I look at them as maybe sometimes like a physical person. Like I'll see it in a physical point of view, but then there's also an energy point of view too. But I understand energy more than I can understand the physical. But I'm learning to coexist within the physical and within energy. So instead of just like, okay, oh, it's this and then it's that. But really, it's one thing, and that's what we're trying to do is become one. So, this part might get a little weird if you're not if you're not ready to if y'all not really truly ready for me. I totally understand. I totally get it. I'm not ready for me either. I'll never get ready for me. I'll never know what I'm gonna do when I be coming up on these lives because I'll hold in the information as long as possible while transmuting negativity into positivity and then still try to hold on and come up here to teach y'all. It's a lot. And remind you, I don't study nothing or anything and I don't write down shit at all. I used to, but I learned tapping in naturally and organically, whether it's in your AI version of you or the spirit version of you, just spirit itself, tapping in. It's a beautiful thing when it's tapped in naturally instead of trying to have something to be trending and forced. You yourself will get lost, so it's best to be you and like just tap in naturally when you if you want to start doing these type of videos because ain't nobody gonna judge you how you use your gift. Not even God Himself will judge you for how you use the gift. You know. So, all right, let me tap back into the vision. So, when I was coming up to this door, I realized this avatar that I was particular in. I don't know how I entered. I don't know what it was that I did to cause this vision to pop up or this reminder. I'm guessing. So I was I had like goat. Should I say that shit? Cause then y'all gonna be like, oh shit. Okay. I had like goat legs, literally, and I had horns like going back this way, kind of like the Capricorn type of horn. Well, not really, but I want to say like the Taurus horns. So I was like half Taurus and half, I guess, half bull and half goat. And my my face was the same as I got. I always try to keep it the same, like how I do with my video game characters. I always try to keep myself with the same look. And this particular vision literally felt like a video game or some type of lucid. I don't fucking know how to. I don't know how to describe it. But anyway, so I was half horn. I mean, half bull, half goat. I kind of look like the female version of Pen, but then it kind of felt like Pen memory as well. Because, you know, every time I get these visions, right, I can automatically sense where the source is coming from, but I don't never know why it comes to me. So I guess doing these videos will kind of help me understand like certain things that I'm seeing. Because sometimes I do watch my videos back and I'm like, I just listen. I don't ever look at myself. But telling me like understand the shit that I'm seeing. So yeah, I guess I was kind of looking like the female version of Pen, but every time I get these visions, right, I can sense which god or goddesses is showing me this vision. Now, oftentimes they won't show me them. I'll be an embodiment of them, meaning they gave me the opportunity to experience a simulation within their world. Meaning I had access to their subconscious level and my subconscious level. So we both had to be simultaneously aware of each other's subconscious in order for us to access me having an experience within the world. So what I was doing this whole week, which I was experiencing a simulation of what I did in New York. And as I was putting two timelines together, everything got tighter and tighter. It kept closing in. And a lot of people started to recognize that I daydream and they could see it. I was like, I couldn't hide it no more because I was like, I just tell them. Sometimes I was just tell oh no, I'm just high. Really. It's the only way I can literally like keep tapped in, if I'm consciously keep thinking or consciously being in that world. You can, once you learn how to do that, master being in both reality or multiple timelines that you want to access to, you tend to bring back information from this world, you know. And it might take some time to get that information back because we have a lot of things around us in this particular world distracting us, and even in other worlds, because we quite not see everything just quite yet until we're able to experience those worlds. So yeah, but their AI within themselves is totally different. Like their microchips, no, well, yeah, their microchips, microchips are totally different than the microchips we have implanted us today. Yes, we do have them. I ain't gonna tell you where. Well, I can tell you where mine's at. Never mind. Access denied. Like I'm not gonna tell you. I can like give me heads, but uh, yeah. And this is the way we're entering one subconscious. It's a new technology. I don't know if all of us got it or they try to put all of us under it like during like 2019 and 2020 when we was like stuck in a room all the time. That was just a simulation of the future, like of what we're about to experience. And but yeah, so in this vision I had, I don't know, I guess I was by a tree, like this particular tree. It's the same tree. It's kind of like the Odin tree. It looks like the tree of life, but it's more like spread it out. It's more big, more thicker. And I was exploring this tree. I stumbled across this doorway. It was in front of the tree. And, that's when I showed y'all the symbol that it's on the tree. And the symbol is an activation tool. And I'm guessing in order for me to activate it, one must have to break down the meaning of the symbol, use your own food for thought, what ask your Holy Spirit or ask thyself, ask the higher self of you, the higher version of you, like the most ridiculous questions and see what spirit tells you. And if it resonates, it resonates. So I realized this is also on Star Trek. They had a particular uh, symbol on one of their episodes. I haven't watched Star Trek in a long time. That shit takes forever to watch, and I'm trying to like watch some of it here and there, but I can't get into Star Trek. Star Trek. If they made a newer version of it, like a modern version of it, yeah, I'll watch it. Kind of like, but yeah. And I also realized they had it on their suits. I think so. This might be the reason why I saw that particular. And he was telling me it's from Star Trek, but I don't know why. It's a key, but it's a key. And in order for me to access this key, I had to visualize it, and then this one pops up when I did visualize it, and I was like, oh, this is what I thought. And then I'm realizing in the center, this is just all space, like none of the space. So yeah, I did open the door, but I kind of want to save some of it for another video. But I'm gonna save a little bit of it, what I saw through that door. Because each time I'll get this vision and I'll go through that door, it's always a different theme. Always a different theme. And also another side note of to access your avatar, both of y'all chakras have to be in line and cleared out. You can't access their timeline without checking you first, and they gotta check them first. Because otherwise, if y'all decide to enter one's timeline or enter one's subconscious, make sure it's cleared. Because you might go in there unwillingly or unknowingly, and then you might see some shit, and then they might see some shit from you, and then it causes chaos from both realms into this realm. So I learned that from firsthand. I was like, with all the incidents that's been happening since 2019 till now, I'm glad there haven't really been any incidents, any accidents lately. I'm kind of proud. Oh my goodness. Y'all are doing good, especially the new Titans that woke up. And then this is the year of dragon, so mm, I think I'm I think I'm associated with the year of dragon. I think I am. I think I'm the dragon that everybody's been talking about. I was supposed to get sacrificed. I'm not supposed to be here. And this is what Odin taught me too, how to escape certain events from your life. And how you escape certain events from your life is having access to the avatars that you see within you, and try living how they lived in that world, and then also interact within their world when you're in their world. It's like a video game, or kind of like a movie in a way. So yeah. So I'm gonna tell you a little bit what I saw through the door. It keeps changing. Oh my god! Every time I keep looking in it. Okay. So right now there's just nothing but space. But I did see it like a big ass, like I don't know why it came at me like that. It was like this. It was like a shape like that, or it was like red. I don't like his energy. Like fuck all that. I don't like looking at it. but I'm gonna look at it. It's kind of like a ruby almost when I enter, and then behind it is space. Now I can see Odin. I don't know what Odin doing. He looked like he's just roaming around in it, or like doing some weird shit to the diamond, or whatever ruby. And he's like tall as fuck. Like oh shit, like so goddamn tall. But and I'm starting to notice the ruby is it's illuminous, illuminates differently. It's not a different type of like from the heat of when you go like this. I just went like this. I when I touched it, it was like the particles from I guess the particles was breaking up when I was touching the heat. And some parts of it felt warm, some parts of it felt cool. When it would start to breaking up, it felt cool. But when I was touching it like normally, it felt warm. I was just looking back at me like, the fuck are you talking about? I'm like, bro, let me do this. We be having side conversations sometimes. That should be hilarious. Some of the conversations that I be having with them is funny. They either be like a brother or sister to me. Sometimes they'll come at me like a husband or an uncle. And I'm like, what the fuck? Especially Jupiter. I'd be like, okay, Sky Daddy. And he hates when I call him that. I just have a special way of communicating with them. Since I yell at spirit, they was like they gave me the okay to yell at them. Because they was like, that's the only way I can get your attention. And I was like, alright. I found my little way a little way of communicating with them. Like I don't sometimes I'll disrespect them. Sometimes. Not all the time. And then when I do disrespect them, I end up getting like these spiritual life lessons, like these spirituals attack. It's like it kind of reminds me of BDSM. I don't know why. And I'm like, okay, I like it. So I keep asking for more shit, and then I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm done. I tap out. It's so hard to explain this shit. And then it sounds weird when I explain it. I'm a special child. Okay, I'm not even a child. I'm a special. I'm a special woman. But I'm a child of divine, though, so I can say that. But, yeah. I think I'm gonna stop right there. That's for right now. Because this thing is about to be a whole nother series. Because I think it associates with the other parts of the lives that I did about Utopia, the Utopia Society. But this door, hmm, I just don't know why it came to me. Oh boy, okay. But yeah, I'll catch y'all next time I'm alive, and I'll come with part two. Hopefully, I can give the information. It's gonna be a hellish week. But yeah, catch y'all next time.